Okay, so for this exercise, we're going to be going through our knee rotation. So first of all, practice with your heel on the ground, knee at 90 degrees, just rotating the shin bone left and right. You should be able to feel your hamstrings getting engaged, outside as you turn out, inside as you turn in. But we're just trying to isolate that shin bone. So you can go only so far inwards and you can only go so far outwards before your thigh has to move. So keep that thigh still. And as you practice that, note where your end range of motion is coming back. And we are going to practice gaining more range of motion one way, well, actually both ways, but one at a time. So with your shin bone rotated fully outwards, you're going to take that left arm over the left foot, and you're going to grab onto the inside of the foot such that your arm is against your thigh. That's important for leverage sake. So in order to train and open up more range of motion here, we're going to first push the foot into the hand here, squeezing the inner thigh, inner side of this leg, and then we're going to squeeze outward and try to get more range of motion here. So follow along. I'm going to cue you on your amount of engagement here. So you're going to start with getting 50% engagement, just pushing that foot into the hand. You should feel some engagement through the inner thigh. If you don't, it's okay. Just keep trying. You can take your other hand and block underneath the heel here so that you can push your heel into your hand. So I'm turning my heel outwards, foot inwards. So 50% tension, 60% tension, trying to push harder into the hand, 70% tension, 80% tension, matching in the core, bracing about as strong as you can, 90 in your greatest, safest effort, trying to squeeze as strong as you can, trying to turn your foot into the hand and your heel out into your opposite hand or down into the ground. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and then you're going to try to pull the foot away from the hand. So I'm trying to squeeze the outside of the leg here, trying to turn my foot out further. On this table, I can squeeze it to create leverage. If you're just on the ground, then you can hold onto your thigh and try to pull that. But you're trying to squeeze out as strong as you can, trying to get more and more and more range of motion. For 3, 2, and 1. And then you can repeat that if you'd like. But starting off with just one set should suffice for most people, as long as you're building up into that max intensity. So next, we're going to go inwards. So again, we find that shin bone turning inwards. Find that end range of motion. Then you're going to take your right arm over the left foot and your left hand in the inside of the heel here. And again, that's going to give us leverage to turn the heel into our hand and our foot out into the opposite hand. So again, 50% tension, bracing the core, trying to turn the shin bone outwards, but your hand is blocking it. So you're trying to get 60% of your maximum strength into this, 70%, 80%, 90%, in your greatest, safest effort, really trying to turn that foot out into the hand and your heel into your other hand. Brace for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you're going to try to turn the foot inwards away from the blocking hand, trying to squeeze more of that inside hamstring. Again, using your hands to brace onto the hamstrings or the table if you're on one, but you're trying as hard as you can to squeeze more shin bone rotation. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. After you've completed one set of each of those, you're going to twist outwards and inwards just like we started with. But now you should feel like you have just a little bit extra range of motion one way or the other. Really try to find that edge and then push for more. So there's my edge. I'm going to try to squeeze a little bit more. Rotate, find that edge, and then squeeze a little bit more. And you'll complete about 3 each way here. Perfect. So that's our end range strength training there. And then we want to incorporate that into the rest of our knee motion. So we're going to grab an ankle weight, strap this onto the ankle, and we're going to go through our full knee cars. 2 options here. You can either stay seated and hold on to your leg for these, or you could sit at the edge of the table and practice these from seated like so. So for example, if I'm here, I'll be bending my knee all the way in, rotating, extending as I rotate out, and then rotating as I come back in. The key with these is that we keep the thigh still, rotate inwards, and always trying to rotate as much as I can without letting the thigh rotate. So that means when I'm starting with my knee extended, I'm not going to have any rotation until I bend the knee. But as soon as I bend that knee, I'm trying to rotate my shin and continue to try to rotate more as I pull backwards. And then maximize my rotation here. And as I extend, I'm going to lose that rotation, but I'm still fighting to get more and more of that rotation. So we'll keep going through these. We'll go through 2 more, rotating the shin as far as I can, really trying to feel the edges of my knees, the boundaries of my knee, and trying to generate self-imposed strength so that I can bleed strength into that knee and make sure that that knee feels strong in all these ranges of motion. If you happen to be seated here, that would just look like holding up, rotate, lift up. Even if you don't get all the way to straight, that's okay. Just rotate at your end range of motion. So 5 to 8 repetitions of these should be good. So that's end range strength training and incorporating that using cars. On the left knee, you can do the reverse of that for the right knee.